to get such wonderful teeth?
Well, that was just like a thing that we came up with in New York City when I lived in New York City. I hung out with a graffiti crew at that time, and I think one of them got the teeth. The guy that does the teeth, he's quite a celebrity in New York City. He does like all the teeth for all the rap stars, like Master P. I don't even remember what they were called, like Busta Rhymes and those guys, you know, he's got like pictures of them in his little stall. And at that time it seemed like a good idea, you know, it seemed like an interesting, you know, kind of thing. And we got it at a good price, you know, and if you look at the gold price now, this is really like my, sort of like my age, you know, like my money reserve. When I'm a little older, I just take the teeth out, sell the teeth, because gold is like crazy expensive now. I got this for like a better price, and I could sell it for like a lot more now. So like,
very interesting. And I wonder, what's the story of your stage name? Because I know that there was square meter and something else.
Square meter is a different style of music. That's my ambient alliance, and I only do ambient as the square meter alliance. The Panacea, it wasn't even me that came up with it. We had at boarding school, we had an exchange student from Manchester. And I think she saw me play. She heard me play. We had I was at boarding school. And we had a little disco at boarding school, and I used to DJ back then. Like this is like 1992 or something. And I used to DJ back then. And she came to see me play at the little club we had on a Saturday, and on the Sunday she knocked on my door. She was like, "Mathis, yesterday it was so good. Like I really, you know, like felt that I could forget about the worries that I had during the week." It was like a panacea to me, because the original meaning of the word is like an all-healing sort of like medication or whatever.
Okay, okay.
And she came up with it. She said, "Yeah, Panacea. That's a pretty good name. And nobody's called Panacea yet." So like that's when we came up with it, and it just stuck. Ever since then, it just stuck. Like even my mom calls me Panacea. Everybody calls her. So people calling on the phone when I'm in the studio say, "Yeah, it's Panacea there." Yeah. So like it's yeah.
Okay, another question. You are so interesting and so unusual man. And can you tell me, please, how do you usually spend your weekday? Not when you're on tour, or just when you're at home?
Well, usually I get up around like 10, and I start the day working in the office for my label, and just like doing, you know, like you know, administrative work basically, because I run the label myself. I don't have anybody. Well, I mean I do have people that help me with it, but mostly I run it myself. And yeah, that's how I start the day. Then I usually, you know, like go to the gym, and about like 4 o'clock in the evening, 3 to 4 in the afternoon, I start working in the studio, and then usually I work like until, you know, 2 in the morning or something, and then I try to relax a little bit. But like I'm at home like very rarely, because my girlfriend lives in Zurich, and I just love traveling, and I love going to places. We go to places together. I go to her place. I go to Berlin a whole lot to see my friends there, and I go to exhibitions and stuff. So like during the week I'm usually home for, like in the studio for about, let's say, like not more than 2-3 days, and then I start traveling again on the Friday for the shows.
And do you so often talk about your girlfriend? Do you think you're romantic? You're a romantic person?
I'm probably the least romantic person you have ever met. I'm very sort of rational. I'm a rather rational guy. It's been a bit problematic, but then, you know, because I am so rational, I'm quite easy to deal with because people know what to expect from me. I'm not the kind of guy that flips out on, you know, some bullshit. Like, most of the time I'm pretty self-centered and you know, I rest in myself, and I wouldn't say I'm a very emotional or you know, I'm just not a very
Okay,
emotional guy.
so what quality do you appreciate the most in people?
Honesty for me is the most important thing. Like, I could never surround myself with people that are not honest to me. I find that very, very, I also like it when people are quite straight up, because that's how I am. Like, if I don't like anything, I will tell you, or I will tell an artist when I don't like a track that he does, or just like generally be very, very upfront and very honest. I find that very interesting. That's like, for me, the most important thing in people, probably.
Okay, and coming to the conclusion.
Pass me my jacket, please.
Okay, please talk to your first drum guest, please.
Well, I have to say that tonight was rather outstanding, even though it was a little complicated getting here, I have to say. But it's been great fun, and I haven't done a 2-hour show in forever. Like, I usually play like a maximum of 1.5 hours. So like, I thought that was a nice little change, and it felt good on stage. Now I'm gonna sit down again. We don't need to leave. I just want to put on something a little warmer, because it's so wet. So I thought that was special, and I really, you know, like, for me, it's just so great that you go to these, let's say, like, this is like a remote place for me. This is quite far out, you know, and I find it amazing that wherever I go in the Ukraine, it's just like, the people are just so into you. They really love what you do, and for me as an artist, that's just very important, that you see that you get a feedback. You know, tonight I got a lot of feedback. I got a lot of positive feedback. For an artist, that's absolutely essential. If you don't have that as an artist, you might as well just quit. You might as well just stop. So like, that for me tonight was like really, you know, amazing. And then I thought the club was nice, you know, with all the lights and stuff, and the disco floor, the disco stage. I thought that was good.
Okay, very nice. We are very glad that you liked the place.
It's awesome.
So thank you very much for the interview. I'm sure that everybody here hopes that we will see you again.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right.